And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Todibo, Saka, Timber. That's been slipped through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Saka, and it's Ødegaard. Kilman. Arsenal playing high up the pitch here, very much taking a front foot approach. Calmly anticipates. Rice.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Calafiori. Ødegaard. Saka.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Now it's Castellanos. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That pass has been well intercepted. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice shifted upfield. And here's Saka. And he's on his way. And he thumps it clear. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Wan-Bissaka. That's a good run he's making there. Succumbs to the pressure. Calafiori. A good play on the left-hand side here. And that's put paid to a promising move. And we hit half-time. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half. That gets things going for the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Ødegaard. And it's Rice. Magassa, aim forwards. Saka. Can he find the finish?
Rice just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Souček. Kilman. Bowen, now he's off and running. Now it's Bowen. Now then, the ball's come loose. Proves too strong. Zubimendi is the guilty party there.
Substitution for West Ham United. Number 20, Jared Bowen.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Wilson. A reminder that the stadium is a family-friendly environment.
Saliba, and it's played forward. Disasi gets over and intercepts. Martinelli! Good save, keeper read that well.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Out for a throw. Arsenal have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
And we have substitutions taking place.
Wilson. Calafiori. Trossard. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Magassa. Disasi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for West Ham United. Number 11. Number 18.
He's gone direct.
Coming onto the pitch. Number 19. Number 17. Adama.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That we have substitutions taking place.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
2 minutes of added time.
Wan-Bissaka. Todibo. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good